就是音乐等等，不变的。
不可分割的和相互依存的全面政治和尊重艺术权利。
人人有权参加艺术生活，享受科学进步。
汲取应用所求证的利益。
代举本人的任何科学。
艺术作品所产生的精神上物质上的利益。
享受被保护住。
发挥你的能力。So, while some of our parents think that you just only need to learn like math, literature, like more, but some parents still want us to do some like art education. Which one do you agree with and why?
Art education.
And why?
Seriously.
It's art.
Well, studies have proven that some artistic subjects could enhance your self-confidence and also
creativity.
Yeah, creativity. Like drawing, you can draw whatever you want. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, like sometimes you feel really stressed out with the subjects at school, right?
Yes.
I don't feel stressed out, only you though. Like you feel stressed out and you're like, oh, school is boring, and those art education subjects are the ones which helps you to relax. Like when you draw, you just need to draw. You don't need to think of anything like what's 1 plus 1.
3.
You're smart. Okay, so do you think anything else from that? What about give examples? Why do they feel like more confident and feel more creativity when you learn art education?
I think because like when your parents sent you into some kind of singing class, then you have to perform it in front of people. So yeah, I think that is the reason why you become more confident.
And well, I was in singing class and I'm not confident at all.
And the creative one is kind of obvious, like when you draw, you can just be creative. Draw whatever.
Well, there are some classes that be just like, oh my god, here's the thing, the object, and you need to copy the object, which will make them less creative, don't you think?
Oh, you mean like realistic thing, like in
yes, and when you just
the
need to
realism
replicate the object into the paper?
No. In fact, that is just an exercise to like improve your skill in drawing, to help you understand how the shadings work and how how to draw the real thing. So like when you need to draw a real object from the real life, then you can just do it.
Okay. Oh, and did you know that research has shown that the students who didn't learn art education when they were young more likely will be regretting that they have learned that when they became older, because mostly people who learn art education, it's what makes them unique from everybody else. You know what I mean? Like make you feel
true.
a little more special. Like for example, if you're bad at those subjects at school, like math and science, blah blah, but still you're good at piano, for example, and it still makes you feel more confident and make you feel like you're more special, not just a stupid thing in this society.
Yeah, and it's also important to study that kind of artistic subject that you want to learn when you are like very young, because that is when your brain develops the most. So like the perfect time to learn those kind of thing, because when you're older you kind of like learn slower.
Yeah, just like how we learn Chinese and English now. And sometimes it could really be really useful, like when you learn piano and everybody's like, oh my god, I need some music. It's when you come up and shine. And or example like material arts. Material arts? No, martial arts, whatever that's called. All those
Martial arts.
Martial arts. Like, yeah, the karate and stuff. Sometimes,
yeah, martial arts.
yeah, sometimes you get kidnapped and you have to fight back, Sometimes very, very useful. Like,
Technically that's not art, it's a form of art, but the main purpose of it
it's still,
for
it's,
defense.
yes, but it's still art, okay? Do you know what art means?
Yes, but technically it's not meant for art.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, so it could be really useful. Like, we also learn like those English, and now it's very useful that we're speaking English right now. What? So, do you have any more ideas?
How about you? Can you think of any?
Oh, yeah, but research also shown that the students who learn like art education is more like their senses are more developed than the people who don't. Like for example, you learn to draw, you'll be like your eye senses, your ear senses will like more developed because you observe what's around to be like to put it all in a paper. You know what I mean?
Your hearing, I think, is more linked to piano and other instruments.
Yes, and
Technically, you don't use your ear in drawing.
okay, fine,
Why
but
would you draw sounds?
I
How
don't
can
know.
you draw sounds?
I don't know. I don't know. Or like people who's what am I going to say again? Wait, I forgot what I'm going to say. Okay, so yeah, so their senses are like more developed.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your idea?
Why do you ask me?
What?
Jeez.
Jeez, who am I supposed to ask for? This ghost.
I don't know. I ran out of ideas.
You ran out of ideas.
Yes.
But still, why do you think like art education is good for us?
Because of the reasons we listed.
Yes. Like.
Why do I have to remind you? When you can just play back the video. Come on.
Yes. Let's just like put it all together. We have to make you relax, developed more senses, more confident,
No,
More-
enhancing your senses.
more creativity. Wait. What did you say again? What ideas do you? Could be useful sometimes and like make you feel more special. Is that how you should say it?
Special.
Make you feel unique. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, there are actually a lot more reasons why art education is really good for us. Like, for example, acting is also an art education. It's like acting helps us, like, for example, if we have a problem in our lives, we could solve it more easier. That's a fact. Like, people with acting skills, with a lot of acting skills, like, tend to be more easy to solve problems. Like, through their
faking.
I mean, in the
like
act.
You lied and then you
and
fake.
in the act.
How useful.
No.
Right.
In the act, like in the act, they act something, like they act a play out. They know the moral of the story, and then they just like put the use of the morals of the story into their lives, their real lives. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's actually learning art education is really good for us because did you know that people who learn art education more have higher scores than the people who just learn in their school? Because of all the reasons we just listed above.
How?
It's like their mind is more open, you know? They see the world more differently than what just normal people see. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, piano players, normal people just see, oh, it's a piano. But piano players sees it like
a piano.
Yes, but more meaning to it. Like, it's a place where we could relax and then we could let our fingers in and just play and relax, and like there's another world open to us, which you quit piano when you were young, so
shut up.
You don't like piano?
Shut up.
You don't like piano?
Shut up.
So yeah, so art education, it's really important, and all of you out there who's going to be parents or already parents, all of you out there, you'll be parents. You will, you are, or you were. Wait, no, not were. You will or you are parents. Remember that. Let them learn art education because that's really important in our lives. Okay? And that's also an advice for you, okay? Don't force your child to learn too much.
Okay.
Do you have any advice for them?
Drink many water.
What? What does
Drink much water.
What does that have to relate?
Eat apples.
What does that have to relate to?
I don't know. You just asked me for advice.
Advice about art education. That's a no. Okay. Art education is important. 今天我们分享到这里，我们再见。